Alright, time to get some answers from him.
Authorized
I
personnel.
know. I don't understand why they have, like, the glass on the doors if they didn't intend to actually use the glass. Been a bad boy. I don't know why I said it like that. Give me answers.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, I found what I was looking for, and a whole lot more. Do you want to tell me about anything about Londinian, buddy?
I haven't been to Londinian in many years. Why? Is there some way I could be of assistance? Were you able to recover what you were looking for?
Oh, yes, we did.
Good news, then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no?
We found a recording of you discussing the use of Terramorphs as a weapon, buddy.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
You know, honestly, if you hadn't said, perhaps you just don't mention it, I actually would not really suspect you as heavily as I do. But it's the fact that he tries to immediately cover up what I heard, and I'm like, I don't know, man. So you really don't know anything about the attacks? Is that what you're claiming, buddy?
Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing?
Potentially.
So I'd very much appreciate your agreement to not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we?
I'm definitely going to bring it up. Yeah, we're definitely gonna bring it up, so if you want to explain.
You know, you're far more clever than I expected. You want to hear the words, then? I did it.
Oh.
The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing.
Oh wow, you just
Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Well, madman, personal, showing that you see it's a deadly weapon. I'm gonna say that this seems kind of personal, but first, who's your associate?
All in due time.
Oh, okay.
First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
One might assume you want to. This is your backwards way of showing that you see what a deadly weapon they have, but I feel like you would have just brought it up. God, your little smug, evil smile, dude. You look like such a villain. Kind of want to choose that now, but no, this seems personal.
You can be more right. The attacks were a correction.
Correction?
When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
Well. You should have definitely handed it over. It could have, like, secured that knowledge. That's really ridiculous.
It's easy to judge now, but the Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. In that moment, I wasn't about to add another dangerous variable to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
I mean, I tried to arrest him, actually. He killed himself, so... Why does that name sound familiar, dude? What? How would you have such a disconnect? How could you have done all this from in here?
It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands. All without the UC realizing whom they were actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective.
I don't even know how that works, honestly. So you murdered everyone because of some slight against your honor. That's kind of messed up, dude.
There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
Yeah, you're gonna be here for a while if you think I'm gonna say thank you.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine.
Dude, you killed a bunch of innocent people.
I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
So, two things. One, how is there not a camera with audio in his room? Or, like, the interface I'm using also transmits to, like, a security guard. He should be getting swarmed by security guards right now. Second of all, you got me messed up. You think I'm siding with you and just being like, oh yeah, you can get away with this, dude. What the heck? Yeah, you think I'm just gonna forget the fact that you killed people, dude?
And how many have you killed to get where you are now?
Not innocent people.
There are no great works that don't cost lives, Captain. Whether it's winning a war or digging a tram tunnel. So we sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks to possibly protect millions. That seems like a fair exchange to me.
No, you're forgetting the part where this didn't need to
you'll
happen.
see the same, and leave my name out of the discussions to come.
Listen, I'm all for the ends justify the means, alright? Like, I side with the Institute in Fallout 4, buddy. But, at the same time, this did not have to happen. You could have just went to them and been like, hey, by the way, terramorphs, they're heat leeches, and there's this plant that can transform them on Londinium, might want to take care of that. You could have done any of that, but you didn't do any of that. You did none of that. Zero of that. You instead orchestrated people's deaths to make your daughter look good and make yourself look good. This is not like a heroic act of like, oh, well, those people died so that we could save more. This is, oh, I killed those people so I look good, while also the side effect of will save lives. Like, no, what the heck? I'm telling the captain.
Something of that is a pity, Captain. But I'm in no position to negotiate. Though we needn't be enemies, you and I. Just think about the opportunity I've provided here. There are more on the horizon. If you do the right thing.
It's the most political thing I've ever seen. He's like, dude, I could make a bunch more problems for you to clean up so you look good. No, I'd rather just have no problems. People not dying. That's what I'd rather have. What a ridiculous argument.
Authorized personnel.
Yeah, I'm on, Zero.
Your friend has to stay here.
Come on. Are you coming? It's always like a gamble. Okay, she's good. It is kind of big karma for the UC, though. they really said, yeah, we're gonna keep him alive, and then he's like, all right, well, I'm killing people. Guys, we got a problem.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Aciles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Perfect, okay.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough.
It's really not gonna be
I
a
already
problem.
sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
Oh, he did. He definitely did, yeah.
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
He said he was trying to fix the damage done to the Sanan name. Make you and him into heroes.
It takes some deeply twisted logic to think anything did more harm to the Sanan name than him.
So you're telling us that the attack on New Atlantis was Vey Victus's responsibility, just like the dooming of Londinium? Oh, that's insane.
That feels like the same voice
All
line.
that, just to help restore the family name. How did he ever think that was going to work?
Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
Precisely. What do you think they're gonna do to him?
My hope would be that whatever connections he's got to the outside world disappear. Make sure his future schemes and machinations stay in his cell with him. But honestly, I'm not sure.
I'm surprised
He's
they
in
haven't
a
just killed him.
unique position and has done a special kind of harm to the colonies.
Well, he has to leave out his involvement. He really did.
I'm sure he did. But he killed dozens of people, and I'm not about to let him get away with something like that.
Precisely.
So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all.
True.
Unless there was more to discuss.
No.
This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the terramorphs.
I mean, what like, sorry. Which one are you guys leaning towards?
Microbe is gonna make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
We're not deployed.
The cabinet
concerned,
can
though.
secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math, and a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0.
That's the chance.
So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in, see if they have a preference.
1 in a million, dude. There's easily Like, do you know how big planets are? And it's not just one planet. Like, yeah.
And here we go.
We're not doing that. The heck? Is that automatons? Sorry. sorry, I got distracted. That's crazy, though. 1 in a million chance? That would absolutely mutate, then. Even on one planet, the amount of microbes needed to make sure there's no terramorphs or heat leeches, dude? What the heck are you talking about? Hey, guys. You messed up. It was your guy all along. Alright.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike.
Indeed.
Is what I'm reading here true?
Yes, ma'am.
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here.
Oh, you're getting a full
So
briefing
then
right
is
now.
what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Nope.
Orlays?
I could just lie straight up. The report isn't the whole truth. Orlays helped, but Victus organized the attacks.
It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was going to end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room.
Yeah, we get
Now,
it.
that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sanon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
Oh, I got evidence.
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
That's the guy, yeah.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
There you go. Ugly
We'll,
helmet.
of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording.
That's the hope.
Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
Just a little chat.
I'll issue the order
Little
immediately.
persuasion.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough.
Yeah.
We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Victus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
I hope so, man. I hope so. I could request that he's spared. I mean, what's gonna happen to him first?
That will be up to the cabinet to decide. But I don't appreciate our mercy being taken advantage of.
It wasn't really mercy. It was trying to use him.
That's truly disconcerting to hear. But cutting off Victus's contact with the outside world is likely to be just the beginning of his punishment.
I didn't even know why he had contact with the outside world. I'm gonna be honest. Whatever the cabinet thinks, man.
It's well past due.
As long as he doesn't deal with
Now,
the outside world.
With our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Sounds good, yeah. I do believe the other factions should be involved. It should be wiped out, dude. That would be so dumb. Like, there's other applications that planet could have. It's so dumb. I believe the other factions should be involved.
Tell the Freestar Collective. Wow. So they have another tool to utilize against us?
I'm in agreement. I fail to see the value here.
You're not at war. let's be clear. And this would be ensure good behavior from both sides.
That's true. With all the mistakes and the deception that's been going on, the UC has an obligation to be as open and honest as possible.
Precisely.
Oh, that is an interesting idea. A grand gesture to further display this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
The observers on Mars have proven such a gesture can bear fruit.
So, you want us to make nice with the Collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Very well. We'll get the Collective involved in the management. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain.
Of course.
So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
Precisely.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
I mean, clearly I'm deciding the fate of the entire UC. Alright. We don't need to worry about any more attacks, so obviously time is not an issue. And then once the plant is secured, it's not going to be a problem, really, so just obviously deploying these guys is the safest route.
I'm in full agreement.
That's my guy right there.
No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
Here's hoping they'll be kept on a short leash.
That, madam, is most certainly the plan.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
What now?
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Madam President. What is a Class 1 citizen?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Well, thank you.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Well, I guess we're Class 1 citizens now.
To talk to you about. Captain, I guess we've got our assignments. I just wanted to say, I could have never guessed where all this was going to lead. But now, knowing what I do, that my father truly is the monster I always thought he was. Well, I've just spent a lot of my life in pursuit of the truth. So, you bringing it straight to me, it just means a lot.
Hey, don't mention it. We're friends, and friends look after each other.
The best ones certainly do. You know, I was thinking, while we were there on the podium, if I wanted to try and see him again. After all, it could be my last chance. But I knew the answer before I even finished the thought. I didn't. Because confronting him, what would I gain from that? From letting him remind me I can never truly be rid of him? Nothing. Now, all I'd be doing is acknowledging that he still has some sway over my life. And while I can't do anything about his role in my past, I'm not about to let him control my future. And thanks to what we've done together, that future is brighter than it has been in a long time. Words can't do justice to how grateful I am for that.
Well, I'm glad I was able to help.
Well, I think it's safe to say you succeeded beyond anyone's wildest dreams. It's been an honor, Captain. Good luck out there.
You salute. Alright. Well, Sarah obviously needs to talk, and I guess we can go check and see if Victus is still down there or not. Yeah, we can go check and see if he's still down there or not. And then after that, we'll either continue on, figure out what Sarah needs to do. Maybe we're actually going to do the whole space marriage thing. And then we'll continue on with, I suppose, the other part of Vanguard, which was the deep cover thing. Report to the Vigilance and speak to Commander Ikande for details. Which I believe should be the, what do you call it? Crimson Fleet stuff. So, yep, when we get back, we'll deal with that then.